So in this video, I'm going to share some real everyday tips to get the most out of your Samsung device. And in this video, I'm going to be using the Galaxy A56. No tech jargon, no settings, rabbit holes, just simple things that will hopefully make your life a little bit easier. And if you're interested in more tips and tricks guides and budget phone reviews and unboxings, definitely get subscribed to Ash Does Tech. Let's jump in. So first things first, that side key. That used to just be called a power button. Now by default, Samsung wants to summon Bixby when you hold it down, but let's be honest, who's really using Bixby in 2025? So go to Settings, Advanced Features and Side Button and switch the long press to show the power off menu instead. You can even set a double press to open the camera or a specific app like TikTok or WhatsApp. And suddenly, one button comes way more useful and much less annoying. Now you may have seen this little transparent tab on the side of your screen, and that's called Edge Panel, and it's actually way more useful if you set it up right. Swipe it open and you can add shortcuts to apps, tools, or even screenshots. On the A56, I like to keep it simple with apps that I use all the time. YouTube, the calculator, maybe some Amazon Music if I'm feeling fancy. And I think that potentially could be one of those things that you might miss it if you use a phone that doesn't actually have it. So the Galaxy A56 has a gorgeous 6.7-inch display. But good luck trying to reach that top corner of the display when you're using the phone one-handed, and that's where one-handed mode comes in really handy. So if you jump into Settings, Advanced Features and one-handed mode, make sure it's toggled on, and then if you've got gesture support activated, you literally just swipe down on the screen where the navigation bar is at the bottom to activate one-handed mode. So let's be honest, your finger shouldn't need a gym membership just to try and reach your notifications. Now if you've got your lock screen just a little bit like this, you can press and hold on the clock to bring up some options to change some of the widgets. You can add widgets like battery, calendar, camera, the clock, all sorts of bits and bobs just to make it a little bit quicker when you're trying to go to these different features. You can of course get to this setting by jumping into the settings, but I think this is a little bit quicker and a lot more convenient. Now, have you ever been looking for anything on your phone, whether it's a file, an app, a setting, or anything like that? There's a really easy way that you can just find that without endlessly going through all of the menus. Swipe up from the home screen and you'll get the search bar at the bottom, and literally just type in whatever it is you're looking for and it should bring it up. Whether it's to do with your battery, alarms, anything like that, you can find that through this search menu. And this will certainly save you a lot of time if you're trying to do something a bit quicker rather than endlessly going through all the menus. I think it's a really helpful tool. So if you're one of these people that's planning on keeping your phone past the 2 years that the average phone contract goes on for, you may want to consider some of the battery protection settings to make your battery last just that little bit longer. So if you head into your settings, head to battery and then click on battery protection, there's a few different options that you can choose. You've got the basic, which of course your phone will charge to 100% and then will recharge again when your battery drops below 95%. You've got adaptive, which will stop charging at 80% while you're asleep and once it learns your usage patterns. And then you've got maximum, which you can set the battery to charge to just 80% all the time, just to help prolong your battery health. Now, it won't make a huge difference overnight, of course, but for those that are looking to keep in their phone for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, it will stop your battery aging like milk. So if you swipe down twice from the top of your phone, you'll get to your quick panel. But did you know that you can edit this and rearrange it to whatever you want? If you tap on the little icon at the top that looks like a pencil and then click edit, you can then touch and hold to move the icons around, and you can add different ones and take different ones away, depending on which ones you use on a regular basis. This one's definitely potentially a game changer, especially when you're out and about and you just want quick access to something. You've got it just there and in the order that you use it. So yeah, a really great feature there. So there you go. There's a few One UI tips that will just make using your new Samsung device just that little bit easier and might save you a little bit of time if you're out and about and don't have time to mess around with all your different settings. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this video, if you'd like to see more videos a little bit like this, and if you enjoyed it, drop a subscribe on the channel, hit a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next video.